It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Coleman, the man in motion left. Into the air right away is Allen. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen. That'll be complete to Cook. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 42.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 33. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Coleman. And the Bills are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Stop short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And his task in this situation is making sure that his team knows that there's a sense of urgency, yet somehow still stays calm. Because your natural impulse, your first possession is not until the second quarter, is you got to attack right away. Throw something big at them right away. Yeah, you got to move the ball, but maybe be a little bit careful in doing so.
From the gun, it's May.
Got the connection here to Bourne. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5.
Douglas, the man in motion.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the shotgun, May with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here's May. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. To throw, it's May. Got a man, it's Kayshon Boutte.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Pass incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Douglas, the man in motion.
To the air, May.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Throwing here is May. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
I don't think there's any other way to frame it other than this. That's a disappointing end to a good opening drive and definitely not what they're looking for on the road.
You mentioned a good opening drive. You're right. They were able to move the ball, picked up a few first downs. In the end, though, they come away with nothing.
James Cook and the Buffalo offense returning to work now.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Coleman, the man in motion right. Here's Allen to throw it. Coleman has it here right side.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Second down and 8.
Allen. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Anthony Jennings, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Allen.
This to the tight end, Kincaid.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good.
And the Bills will add on to their lead.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. $10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Looking to throw. May. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
They'll throw with May. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
From the shotgun, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the 23, here's second down and 5. And they go play action with May. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Pick made by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Coleman, the man in motion right. So after the INT, it's Allen. That's caught. It's Coleman. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
From the 29, here's second down and 3.
Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Completes it to Coleman. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. This is Coleman with the ground. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Shakir. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 31 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
He's got it, and it's 17-0. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Breaks through the contact.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England's offense set to go.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 1.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Douglas. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll set up to throw.
Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's May. Gets this complete to Butte.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. This complete to Henry over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. That is caught at the 7.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Here's May.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Drake May.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. The 4th quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll try the middle with Cook.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. To throw is Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Bills 1st down, and that should be that.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.